At the beginning of 2021, the CDC came forward with new mask guidelines. They state that 2 masks should be worn by the public. This will provide more droplets coming from the wearer, but also provide protection. Public health officials say that wearing 2 masks is common sense. They continue to push the mask protecting the wearer ideology because they do not want the general public to go purchase N95 respirators for themselves. The new double mask research used mannequins instead of humans to come to these conclusions. In addition to show support for protecting the wearer, they tied knots at the ear straps of the masks. This does not simulate real-world scenarios. As done in a previous video, we will use long-standing science to determine if 2 masks protect the wearer. We will use a quantitative fit test method and follow the guidance of 29 CFR 1910.134. Our first fit test method will be with 2 surgical masks. Here we are with Nathan. He's one of our risk managers from our firm. He is also a Phoenix firefighter. He's volunteered to conduct this test with me. Here he is, using 2 surgical masks to go through a normal fit test method, using real-life body movement and simulation. The results from his fit test of wearing 2 surgical masks showed normal breathing at a 2.0, deep breathing at a 1.8, moving his head side to side at a 1.9, head up and down at 2.5, talking was a 3.6, bending forward and back was a 3.1, and normal breathing was a 3.5. His overall fit factor was a 2.4, and it is legally required for you to have a fit factor of 100 for it to be considered a protective piece. 2 surgical masks does not protect the wearer. In this next fit test, we'll use the combination of a surgical and cloth mask. Here I am with Nathan again. He's using a cloth mask and a surgical mask to conduct this fit test. Again, we're using a quantitative method. The equipment we're using is called a porta-count. Again, the legal requirement for a half-face respiratory protective piece requires a fit factor of 100. Here we see that Nathan achieved a 2.1 in normal breathing, a 2.7 in deep breathing, a 1.9 in his head going side to side, a 2.2 moving his head up and down, a 2.8 while talking, a 2.0 while bending forward and back, a 2.1 with normal breathing, and his overall fit factor was a 2.2. The combination of a cloth mask and surgical mask does not protect the wearer. Our final fit test will be with 2 cloth masks. Here's Nathan wearing 2 cloth masks while going through this fit test process. Again, he is simulating typical body movement that would happen while wearing a face piece. This ensures that the face piece maintains its seal to the face and protects the wearer. What was fascinating at the end of this process was how winded Nathan was. Here he is, a firefighter, young and in great shape, and he had a difficult time breathing wearing 2 cloth masks. My concern is for the general public wearing 2 cloth masks who are not in great shape, as Nathan is. Here we can see the protective results from Nathan wearing 2 cloth masks. His first cycle of normal breathing was a 2.3. Deep breathing was also a 2.3. Moving his head side to side was a 2.7. Moving his head up and down was a 2.2, as was talking. Bending forward and back was a 2.5, and then closing out on normal breathing was a 1.9. His overall fit factor was a 2.3 with a requirement of 100. 2 cloth masks do not protect the wearer, nor do they achieve a fit factor. Here again, we've shown scientifically that the face mask does not protect the wearer, nor does double masking protect the wearer. We sincerely want to thank you for taking the time to watch our videos. As always, if you have any questions or want to reach out for any reason, feel free to do so. We look forward to talking to you. Again, our reason here is to get people home the same way they left, and we want to educate the public on proper ways to protect themselves and others.